Hello everyone, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Our subject today is Geography Standard 6. We are going to discuss chapter number 4, The Weather and the Climate, part 2. In the last part, children, we studied that each season occurs at a particular time of the year. And with the help of this study and observation, scientists define the mean weather conditions, the average weather conditions of a place observed over a long period of time is the climate of that region. Climate is generally expressed as cool, dry, hot and humid or hot and dry, etc. We also have studied that we experience summer in the month of February to May. Rainy season is from June to September and winter is from October to January. As these weather conditions last for a long period of time, they are called as the climate of that particular region. Now let us see more about weather. The weather changes quite often due to the change in the temperature, winds and humidity. We always experience these changes. These changes affect our day-to-day activities and lifestyle. Elements of weather are taken into consideration while describing the climate. These are the elements of weather: temperature, air pressure, winds, moisture, and precipitation. We shall study the elements of weather one by one in detail. What is temperature? We all know when the level of the heat received increases, the temperature also rises. We also know that our earth is covered by a protective covering called the atmosphere. There are various layers of the atmosphere, namely troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. The earth's surface gets heat from the sun. As a result, the surface gets heated up. The air close to the surface starts becoming hot, and this heat is passed on to the next layer, one by one. Different layers of the air at higher elevation receive heat. Therefore, as we move upward from the sea level, the temperature of the air decreases. The temperature also goes on decreasing from the equator towards the pole. Due to the earth's curvature or the spherical shape of the earth does not receive equal amount of sun rays in all the places. At the equator, the rays received from the sun are perpendicular, and therefore more heat is received at the equator. And as we go towards the poles, the sun rays received are slanting. This too has an effect on the temperature of that particular place. Now let us see what is air pressure. We all know that our surface is surrounded by atmosphere. Various layers of atmosphere. As I read before, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. We all know that air has weight. As a result, it creates pressure on the earth. It is called as air pressure. the lowermost layer of air gets subjected to the pressure of the upper layer. Hence, the density of the lower layers of air increases. There is greater air pressure near the surface of the earth and it decreases with increasing height. This is vertical air pressure. These changes also occur in horizontal manner. This gives rise to winds. Air moving from high pressure towards low pressure area in an horizontal direction is called wind. Wind blows from high to low pressure area and its speed depends on the amount of difference in the air pressure. The next element of weather that we are going to study is moisture. The atmosphere contains vapor. We all know due to the heat of the sun, the water from the earth evaporates. The air that has greater amount of vapor is called as humid air. The humidity in the atmosphere is called moisture. The proportion of moisture in the atmosphere depends on temperature. Air with higher temperature holds a greater amount of moisture. The next element of weather is precipitation. Vapor in the atmosphere condenses into water droplets or snow particles. Their showering on the earth is called precipitation. Rainfall, snowfall, hailstorm, etc. are the forms of precipitation. Weather is described on the basis of conditions prevailing at a given time, while climate is described on the basis of condition prevailing over a longer or larger period of time. Weather keeps on changing frequently and we can experience the changes easily. Changes in the climate take place over a long period of time. These are not perceived easily. Latitudinal position, height above the sea level, nearness to the ocean, oceanic currents, etc. are the factors that influence climate. Besides these mountain ranges, types of land, local winds are other factors that influence the climate of a region. Always remember, the weather at a place keeps changing frequently, but the climate does not change that often. The climate is different at different locations. Within our country, India, it is cool at some places and hot at other places. The climate affects the entire living world in different ways. Life mostly thrives in the region which have a conducive climate. The climate also influences the diet, shelter, etc. of living things. The distribution of water on the earth is also a controlling factor of climate. I hope you have understood this part of the video. In the third part, we are going to solve the exercise of this lesson. Thank you.